Okay, so now the next thing we are going to queries from the student. We are going to prepare our student table. So let's see our database. Let's go to our database. This is our database students. So these are the tables of students. It's still Yeah, so these are the table of students. We have admission number, full name, department, and the level. So we are going to say full name, ADM. No, it should be the same thing what what you are writing. This arrays you are writing should be the same thing here. It should be the same thing. So department, though it shouldn't be arranged the way it's arranged, but the spellings must be the same. We have department. Then the next thing is level. Yeah. So now here we are going to say full name. Maybe we are going to say admission number. Then here we are going to say department. Then the last one is level of study. Sorry, level of study like this. So now as you can see now, let me just go to the table. So you see, if they are saying the library of students does not exist, I made mistake here. I supposed to write students with S. That's how it is in the PHP admin. If you check it here, you see a students with S. So that's the mistake I've done. So now if I refresh, so you see this is what is yeah, I made mistake here. Department. Yeah. Let me check department. So I made mistake here. Let me correct this one since it's one with this spelling mistake. I didn't put the T while writing the department. Yeah, department. Yeah. So ina ji shikenan. I think we are good to go like this. So now kun ga gashi nan muna da serial number, full name, admission number, department, level of study, and what have you. So wannan kenan. So now what we are going to do and this now after having done with this, the next thing is how we can create the table so that we can insert one, so that once I click on add a new student or add this, it will automatically allow me to put the list of students. I think yeah, let me start with staff. I'll create a table and name it um add staff.php. I will name it add staff.php. Yeah. So now what I will do in add staff.php is um yeah, yes, I think maybe let me just say, well, let me go to staff first, staff.php. So maybe I'll just say I think if time permit, we are going to add some a library so that it will allow us to beautify our project to make it looks more beautiful. Yeah, so the next thing, let me just say, um, let me say add staff.php. So I'll just say add staff here. Maybe I'll create a button. I think, okay, so this is supposed to be somewhere here in the list of stuff. I think this one is one of the most difficult question in all the questions. So please don't be panic. It's not something big. So you see, I have yeah, I have add stuff here. So once I click on add stuff, I will create this one. I will create add stuff, add this, add that. I will create all the table, all the other ones. Now I'm starting with add stuff. This is add stuff dot php. So first I've included the navigation bar. Then the next thing is let me just say create new stuff. So the next thing is I think I'll just create a paragraph tag. Then I'll just start my form like this. Then I'll say our method is equals to post, yeah, action is equals to, okay, I think I can leave action as empty since all the executions will be inside the action. So let me close this paragraph. I'm not supposed to put the paragraph tag here. Let me just use this one. I will say input type is equals to text. Yeah, I think input type is equals to text. Name is equals to. So for the staff, what do I have in the staff? I have full name, username, and the staff code. So I'll start with full name. Yeah, full name. So I think for this one, I can create the paragraph like this. Yeah, let me close it. So here I will say full name like this. Yeah, I think full name, username, staff code, then yeah, I think everything. So this one I'll change it to staff code. This one username, and the last one is submit. Then value, it should be add new stuff. Or let me just say submit like this. And put type, I will change this one to submit also. Then I think we don't need this. So let's go and refresh. Then I will click on add stuff. So you see, this is what I have in the add stuff. I have, yeah, input type. I made mistake. Input type should be submit. It should be a button. So it should be submit like this. Yeah. So you see, yeah, I will have to get rid of this like this. So now I think like this, we are good to go. Let me just give some spaces here. How do I do it? Anyhow, let me centralize it. Oh, let me just leave it like this. I don't want to put too much codes. I just want you to understand. I don't want it to be more advanced because if I'm to be more advanced, I think a lot of you may not understand what I'm doing. But I promise you, if we are done with all the series of the PHP, you will enjoy it and you will enjoy watching it. So here is the create stuff.php now. Now here we are going to write a code that will handle this form. So I will start my PHP code like this. Yeah, I will say if is set dollar underscore. We are using post method, so I will say post. Then what is the name of post method? What is the name of our submit button? Is submit. That is the name of our button. So that means once I click on it, it will just say full name. Full name is equals to post full name. Yeah, yeah. So here I will put required because if I put required, you see now if I've submitted, it will submit the form. You see it's submitting the form. But if I put required like this now, if I put required, so if I submit, you see it's giving me an error. So yeah, let me just come back again. Right, it won't give me that arrow. So you see, once I click on it is saying I should fill it out. So wherever you put required, it will ask you to fill the form before you submit the form. It will ask you to fill the field before you submit the form. So now I made all my distance to be required. So now this is my full name, username, and staff code. So here is I've assigned whatever the name I put in this full name, it will this variable will capture it here. So now I will change this one to username. The same thing I wrote here, that's what I will write here, username. Then for staff code, I will write exactly what I wrote there, staff code. So for username here, I'm gonna assign a variable username, staff code. Yeah, it is Kungaga staff code now. So um the next thing, I've assigned all the variables. So now what I will do is just to create my SQL query, I will write my SQL query con. Then I will use this query in search. For the best practice, if you are writing SQL query, every keyword place you have to write it in capital letter and search into, then I will say staff, then I will say open bracket. Then what is the name of my columns? My column names are as follows. Let me go to the staff table and see my column names. I have S name, S username, and staff code. S name, S user name, then staff code. Then I will close it. Then I will say values. Then what is the value I want to put in S name? I want to put full name. So I will write full name. This one also is case sensitive. So you have to be very careful of what you are going to write. Full name. Then the next thing, whatever you are writing, please, you have to put it in single quotation for the variables. Then the next one is username. I will have to put the username like this. Then the last one is staff code. So you have to be very careful of what you are writing. These one are the variables we've just assigned. So you have to be very careful. While this one that we put the underscore, it is how they wrote it in the database. So these are two things you have to be very careful of. So now you see we are done with these values. So this bracket, you see this bracket we've opened, we have to close it here. That's number one thing. Well, the second, this is the opening quotation of double quote, and this is the closing quotation of double quote. Then this is the opening bracket, and this is the closing bracket of this opening. That's great. So the next thing is to see if SQL like this. So that's meant if the query is successful, it should just say header location, the location. So I want it to redirect to what? The list of stuff I have. So I want it to redirect to the staff.php. Um, then I want it to echo this. Let me put the script. Yeah, script alert um record successfully added. Record successfully added. So let me close my alerts. Um, then let me close the script also. Yeah, I think that's all we should do. Then else I will say will not add new record. I will say like this. So now I will say could not add a new record. So let's try it and see how it will work. Yeah, so let's try it and see how it will work. So now the first thing I will say the name is Muhammad Abubakar. Then username is Mu Muhammad. Let me just say Muhammad like this. Then staff code I will say HCCL slash 008 for example. Then I will just click on submit. So you see the record is submitted, but there is a skip. I believe we missed something. Okay, this S name we made, so I don't know. Okay, this is where we made the mistake. Yeah, that's why the full name was not written. Let me repeat it again so that everybody can see it. And I think this one should be first. This should be alerted first. The alert should come first before the directing. Yeah, let me add a new staff. I will say Abdul Abdul Ghani. Let me just say Abdul Ghani. Then I will say Abdul as a nickname. Then staff code should be maybe 009. Then I will submit it. So you see, it just added a new staff. So you see, it will keep adding a new staffs to me. It will keep adding a new staffs to me continuously whenever I did this. So I think for this one, yeah, I think so. Now we have successfully created a add new, what do you call it? Add a new staff form. So now we are going to copy it. Then we create a new form by doing Control N. Then we name it as maybe add book.php. Yeah, so I will just paste it here. Then I will say create new book. Then I will go back and look at, then I will go back. Yeah, sorry, please, something just took up my attention. So now I will go back and create a new book. Let's see what are the variables we have in create new books. Yeah, I'll go to books like this. Now, these are the variables we have: book name, author, and description. So I will just say book name, author, then description. So for description, we are going to have a little bit change. For description, yeah, it should be a text area. So I should just, yeah, it should be a text area. Let me close the text area. Then the rows should be 5. Yeah. So the name should be description like this. Here also author, it should be author. Then full name should be book name like this. Yeah. So the next thing here is I will replace this with book name. This one I will replace it with author. While for this one, I will replace it with description like this. Then here I will come and assign the variables the way I want. Description, author, book name like this. Then here I will just come and say books, that is the name of the table I want to insert the record. Then here the column name is book name. As you can see here, the column name is book name. Then I will go for author also. I will just write author like this. Then the last one is description. I will write the description also. Description. So I think we are done with this. Then here, the variables that I want to insert is book name like this, then author, then description. Sorry if I'm too fast. I want to answer all I want to solve all the projects for all so that all the students can learn it within this very short period of time and know how they can do their work, their own. So here, if I have added it successfully, it will say, it will redirect to what? Book.php. Yeah. So I think that's all for this. Let me go back to the staff.php. Where is my staff? Yeah, staff.php. So I'll copy this one, which is add staff. Then I will go to the book.php. Then I will post it somewhere here so that it will allow you as a user, if you are in book table, to be able to or go to the add book .php. Now let me change it to add book.php. Here I will go to add book.php, add book.php like this. Then here also I will say add book.php. Then yeah, so once I click it, it will redirect me towards adbook.php. So you see, this is the adbook.php, book name, author, and description. As I said earlier, you can see the interface is not as nice as it's supposed to be because our primary concern is the PHP code. So that's why I didn't make it as awesome as it should be. Just trying to make everything work from the back end. So here is what we have. Let's just try and see. Book name, let's say the name of the book is Koi, HTML. Then author of the book, let's say um Ahmad Amin Ahmad. Then wannan littafi zai koyar da kai HTML tun daga farko har zuwa abin da ya sawwaka. So now let me submit and see if it will work. Wow. So as simple as that, it works. You see, I've just created a new, what do you call it? A new book like this. I've just created a new book like this. So you see, if you want to add a new book, also you just click on new book. And if I go to this database, once I refresh, you see it will just be communicating and it will. So that's how you will add the book. So the next thing is add student and add borrowers. These are the things that we haven't done. So now let me go to the add students. Let me go to the students. Yeah, I will change it to add students. I will change it to add students. So add students like this. I will change it to add students. Then here is add students.php. I'll create a new table, a new page, new file. I'll just say, I'll save it as add students.php. Then I'll copy maybe add stuff. Then I will go to this. Then I will paste it. And then I will name this as create new student. Then I will see, well, so far what are the inputs in the student table. Yeah, student table. So these are the inputs of the student table: admission number, full name, department, and level. So I will just say, yeah, admission number, department, then level. Yeah, there are some things I will do here. Name, name. I think name is supposed to be the list we can do for name. The list we can do for name, which is say name after admission number. So let me just say uh full name here. Yeah, full name here. Yes. So for the admission number, I think I can leave it like this. Oh, I should, since the admission number is always a number, I'll just put it. It should be always a number. Then for the departments, yeah, for the department, it shouldn't be like this. This one should be select. You understand? So that I should allow the user to select all the departments we have. Computer, mathematics, physics, like this. Now these are the list of what do you call it? These are the list of departments we have. I will name it as departments. Okay. Yeah, I will name it as department like this. Then the next one also for the level, let me do the same thing just to edit for the level. Yes. So I will just name it as, yeah, I will name it as level. I will name it as level. I will say 100 level. 200 level, 300 level, 400 level. Like this. Now I've named it as level. So also there's you can be able to add select any level you want. So we can change this one to required also, though it shouldn't be necessary or required. Yeah. So I think that's it for this one. Yeah. So let's just come and handle the form. Yeah, we have full name already. We have admission number. How do I name the admission number? I would name it as ADM number. I think I would leave it like this one, ADM number. Then for department, I will just leave it as depth. That is department. Oh, it was written in full. Yeah, department. So since it was written in full here, I should just put it in full here also, department. Then the next thing is level of study, which is level. Then I will write the level like this. So I think that's it. Um, for the students, let me open the student table. Okay, this is the student table. So I would just say students. Then these are the columns I have: admission number. Then for full name, I have full name. For department, I have department. For level, I have level. Then if I come to full name, I think, okay, this one should be, um, I started with, okay, where is the admission number? The admission number is here, so I should assign the variable ADM number like this. Aha. So this is the admission number. I will write ADM number. And then the next thing is the full name. I will write the full name like this. Then the next one is department. Then the last one is level like this. So now once you are done with this like this, you have just it will just give you a new student you have just added. Um, let me come and see. This is for students. Yeah, I will say maybe Aminu Muhammad. Then the admission number I will say 151031005. Then this is the department. I can select any department. Let me just say statistics. I will say 200 level, then I will submit. So you see, I just added a new student and it's reflect and it's queried in the database automatically. So once we added as much student as we added, and it will all be reflected in your table. So the next one is for borrower. So I don't know, maybe I believe you can do for borrower, since at least I've done for all the three. You can do it for borrower. It should be maybe your exercise or your challenge. I believe you can do it. Let me quickly move to the next question. What is our next project? Maybe let me, okay. I think it should be in different clip. It should be in different video, okay? Yeah.